It's the NFL on EA Sports. And this one features Marlon Humphrey. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Ravens and the Lions. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
And now it's second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3-and-out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Now it's Jackson.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg.
Got his target. That's Kohler.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Odafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. Downs, you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Here now, 2nd and 4. Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Jackson now. Yeah, he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2nd down and 3.
Now gone.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra. 1 and 2, both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A give running right is Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw is Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Goff now looks to throw.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. To throw is Goff.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the 50, it's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Goff throwing again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To the air again. Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Goff now to throw. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 11 now.
Now Jackson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now Goff.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw, Goff.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bird.
And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Geno Smith, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow, a touchdown pass in the victory. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
The visitors' offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson who finds his receiver, Watson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Charlie Kohler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Here's Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And this is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
All start.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Jackson will throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions offense set to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Williams, the man in motion left. Goff. That's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw is Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Goff now looking to throw.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Slot man moves right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 6.
Here's Goff.
That's complete to Laporta. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Goff now looks to throw.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now it's Goff.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Goff throwing again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Give to Hall running right.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A handoff for Hall. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting this slip away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Still going.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
That's good for the Lions.
Back to throw here.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.